Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Bear and I'm here to build a model kit and a Lego set. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the emote in the chat. If you're currently subscribed, you can play with those emotes. And I'm hitting the applause button. Put those emotes in also because we want to thank Harold. Harold, thank you for subscribing. You're 49 months, and that is indeed a square number. Thank you for your continued support. Appreciate it very much. 49 months is so many months. So thank you, Harold. Lashbrook gets here. Hello, Lashbrook. Yeah. So you can put your, my emotes if you're a subscriber, or you just say hi. Lord Crashton says, "Hey Pat, I only need the edge of my seat tonight." Yes. You'll pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. I'm just looking now at the preview in OBS. And I have not shaved in a little while, and I'm also letting the hair up here grow a little long because I want to shave it. Here's the thing. I want to shave this like on Wednesday so that I just have a 5 o'clock shadow on Sunday. Because the other idea would be that I then have to take my like razor and all the stuff, and then I'm dealing with that and whatever. And it's just easier. Of course, then I have to fix my bandana here. It's just easier. And I'll wear a bandana all around all this weekend when I'm not wearing a beanie or toque or a winter hat, depending on what you call it where you're from. I was catching up on the voicemail dump truck and heard Jan give you a shout out. Yes, Lord Crashington. Last Thursday, I was there while they were recording it for the premium audience, and they were talking about conventions and con going, and Jan kind of like, having this thing where you go from being like, a person going to things to somebody that people want to talk to and hang out with, and then how some people don't know how to, they don't know how to, they don't know how to say, "Hey, you're great, thanks so much," and then walk away. They don't know how to do the walk away part. They kind of like linger, which is awful. And how I'm really good with, Harold, I see your question and I'll answer that. I want to finish this. We're going to get to building and then we can talk about that. That is a great question and I will get into that in just a moment. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And he asked people not to yell out "giant bomb" when they see him or out and about. Yeah, don't wear your Giant Bomb merch unless it just says GB. If your GB, it says GB, you can wear that to the airport, but don't wear your shirt that says bomb on it. Maybe the old games t-shirt would work. But yeah, don't yell on the street, "Giant Bomb." Just say like, "Jan, what's up?" Or whatever. So I am very, and the reason that I was talking there and Jan gave me the shout out was I'm very good at being your go-between, because I have friends who are famous, or they are famous at a convention. Maybe walking down the street, no one's going to bat an eye. But when they're walking around like a Comic-Con or an anime or video game convention, people are going to be like, "Wait, what the fuck? What's happening right now?" And want to go talk to them, which is cool. I have some friends like that. And some of my friends have media training and they're like good at that shit. And they have people with them they either have their actual assistants or just somebody they ask to come along to be a buffer, to be somebody, not to push people away, but to like wrap up a conversation or to keep an eye on your surroundings, right? Some of my friends don't have that. And if I'm with them, I will, without talking to them about it, just do that. I will say, "Hey, actually, I'm sorry, we do have a panel we got to get to." Because I can make eye contact with my friend and realize that my friend is like, "Oh, there are a lot of people coming around," and I want to be nice, but like, "Oh no, we're causing a thing here. We got to go." I have done that plenty of times, or I've been like, "Hey, I'm sorry, we have to go to a booth," and then we'll like go to that booth, and I know where there's a booth where like I know at a convention where we can go, where they can go like behind a curtain and just like chill for a minute. Uh, and my friends who work at that booth are going to be cool. I know who are not cool, and I know who are cool, because that is a thing. That is a service I am willing to provide. Or let's say we're outside a convention, and like I'm going to dinner with my friends, and then there are other people, and they're not going to dinner with us, but they're also walking with us. Sometimes we'll hit a light, and I will say, "Hey, actually, we're going to go ahead. I hope to see you at the panel." And I will do that because I don't care if I'm the bad guy. My friends might care if they're the bad guy. I never care about that. I will give you a bad experience at a convention, and you will tell your friends later about it, and they'll go, I don't know, that sounds kind of reasonable, or they'll disagree with you. I will do that for my friends. I do not fucking care, because I have said to people, hey, you can't know where we're going. See you tomorrow. And I don't care if that comes across as rude because they don't know that they are crossing a boundary. Chill zone bodyguard bear. Oh yeah. I almost am I gonna say this? Am I gonna yeah, okay, sure, I'll say this. I literally put my body between a friend of mine and somebody who was rushing at them very fast. Turns out that person was just excited to see them, and my friend knew them, but they were charging. They were sprinting. They did not want to miss my friend, who has been on television and voiced characters that are beloved. And this person really did not want to miss the chance to say hi again. And they were harmless, but they were large and they were running. And so I literally was just like, hey, and I like stepped in front, and then I was like, oh no, it's okay. And I was like, great. And then they were wrapping things up, and I was just like, hey, you should be careful about running because like people don't pay attention. I made it like you should look out because you might bump into someone, not you should not full on charge somebody because you're excited. I tried to make it seem cool, nice because they were a nice person, but like I do not fuck around when it comes to my friends. Aristophan says Papa Bear is in the house. Indeed, I am here. All right. I'm going to retweet my tweet, and then we're going to get building. We got to build the arms on the Efreet, and then I'm going to answer Harold's question, which was a good question, and we can talk about it. So let's go to the main feed here. There's our main feed, and then we'll get in here. But yeah, long story short, like I will be a buffer. I have been an assistant. I have been an employee. I have been somebody that is, hey, we're late for lunch. I'm so sorry. Like, I have been the go-between, and I will do it again. I got no problem doing that. Yeah, and also, yeah, I have said this at any convention you were at. Here, hey, I haven't said this in a while. If you're going to PAX Unplugged, first off, please come to my panel on Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Check out my Twitter for details. I'll be promoting it way more this week. I haven't been promoting as much as I should, or watch it live on Twitch. If you were ever at a convention and I am at, and you need help, and you see me, I will help you. That if that is, hey, I don't know where something is around here, Pat, I will help you find it. I will use the app. I will help you out. If I have a table and you are like, can I just like stand here for a second? I will find you a place to stand and you can relax or lean against a wall. I will help you out. If you need to find an enforcer, I will help you find an enforcer because I know where they are. Especially at like a PAX. I know important people at the Penny Arcade Expo staff. I know very important people there. So I will help you. That is the least I can do. I don't have a lot of authority in this world, but that is a place where I can have somebody face to face give me an answer and support if necessary. So I extend that courtesy to you because that is the least I can do. And not, like I said, not everybody has that, and I don't have that at every place, but I have it there. I can get shit done. Or at the very least, I can get someone to listen to you. Anyway, Harold asked, sorry, I gotta go back to that question. I noticed you replaced your Streamlabs notifications. What are you using now? I'm using Stream Elements. I will say Stream Elements is not as intuitive as I would like, because you'll look and you'll be like, hey, I can't find alerts. I don't know where alerts are on this thing. How come I can't find the alerts? The alerts are, if you're going to use Stream Elements, the alerts are under overlays. So you create an overlay, which you make basically the size of your entire screen, and then you can add in overlay features that you want or not, and you can also in there add in um, uh, alerts like pop-up notifications, like I have. So basically, I made an overlay that is my alert overlay, and then I made it 16 by 9. And it is like, and then I have it pinned and locked on OBS so that I can't move it by mistake, and it's just there, and it is all of my uh hey, welcome Zeno. Um Welcome to the stream. You're lurking. But yeah, so that is what I use. I like Stream Elements so far. There are going to be YouTube tutorials out there. I followed one that was pretty helpful. I don't have a link to it. I apologize for not having the link, but yeah. Once Streamlabs showed its whole ass, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna switch over. Oh, you had Stream Elements before you wound up at Streamlabs. Oh, nice. Yeah. Also, there is they do have a bot, like a a moderator bot, which I am currently using as well, but I'm not using the full functionality of that. I'm just using like some functionality for that, which is working out just fine so far. Okay. So we're working on the arms. We can do them at the same time. So I'm getting some of the pieces out that I need to get this going. And as always, once I do it the first time, one arm, the other arm will be very easy to do. But yeah, right now I'm having trouble with Stream Elements making the text large enough. So I got to go in there and fiddle around with it. I just haven't. I've been lazy about it because I got it to work. And then I was like, okay, I'll get it to work and then I will tweak it. And I have not tweaked it. I have only just gotten it to work. All right. So we'll get one of these done and then we'll do the other one here. It should be pretty easy to do. And, oh, that's wrong. All right. No. There it is. That's how I wanted it to go. Great. So got that done. This will be the shoulder part, the arm and the shoulder connector there. So we're going to get that together. And then we'll do the same thing we did there, just the other one. I'll take another look when I have some time to play around with it. Yeah. Like I said, it's not as straightforward as I would like it to be, but I did figure it out. So I'm sure you will as well. Welcome, everybody. We got a great crowd here for a Monday night. That's so nice. I should mention, I didn't mention it before. Currently, I am at 48 out of 50 subscribers. Would love to hit 50. It's okay if we don't, but I would love to hit that. Reminder, since I have a bit of a crowd here, just a general reminder that I will be streaming this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, doing model kit building instead of my usual stream where I play a game. Usually Mondays is game night or talk show night or whatever. But not doing that this week because I will be away this weekend. So no stream on Thursday. Saturday, I will be hosting my PAX panel. So you can watch that at twitch.tv/PAX2 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, or you can watch it here. I will host it because it's nice to do that. And sometimes people would rather watch the host than hang out in chat because PAX chat is PAX chat is okay during the online conventions when they were doing the online ones because they didn't really let people chat in there. But and they had everybody kind of just go to the Discord, so that wasn't bad. This one, now that it's a live thing, it sometimes isn't the best people. Lord Crash says, I was messing around with transitions in OBS yesterday after getting some neat animated transitions, along with other things, and a company that was mentioned on the Stream Deck store that has some free stream overlay stuff. Ooh, okay, that's fun. Yeah, I don't really have my scene transitions are just like a fade. It's not like a abrupt thing. So like you could see, like I said, it's 300 milliseconds. I go from this to that. Like I just have a little bit. I don't do the like warping sound effect, cool transition shit that I could do. I just haven't done it. And, maybe in OBS I would want to tweak that and play around with it. I think that is certainly something I could do. I just haven't really felt the need there to do that. But that stuff is cool. Don't get me wrong. It is pretty cool. All right. So we'll get this done here. So we are finishing up this kit tonight. We should definitely be able to finish this up. And then when this is done, wait, am I doing that wrong? Yeah, I'm doing that wrong. Shoot. Oh no. I put this on wrong. Oh no. And then when we finish this up, we will be doing some Lego. I don't have, this is the only Lego set I have in my backlog right now. So I am excited to work on it. Let's see. What do I want to talk about tonight? Okay. Hey, let's talk about like my Netflix recommendation. So, because I watched the Blown Away, the glass blowing reality show, Netflix is just like, oh cool, you watched a bunch of these. So you like reality competition shows. And I was like, I kind of do. And they were like, well, you like that, and you also like anime, so you definitely want to watch Forged in Fire, right? Next, Netflix recommendations used to be really good. John, first, hi. Secondly, yeah, they used to be very good. This was like, they're like, yeah, you definitely want to watch Forged in Fire because you liked one reality show, and then you also watch some anime, so you're definitely interested in Forged in Fire. And they're not totally wrong. I'm interested in the idea of a like knife and sword creation competition show. I want to tell Netflix that I only care about Nailed It. Yeah, Lurker Ashton, that would be nice. Yeah, like you're like, I don't want to watch the other ones. No. I want to watch more Nailed It. Recommend me more Nailed It. Yeah, you want Netflix to recommend you like comedians that remind you of Nicole Byer and not other food-based reality shows. So, Forged in Fire, fundamentally, the show works in a way that I don't enjoy, in that it focuses on one day competitions. So every episode is, hey, here are some people, and there's going to be a couple rounds, and that's it. So you don't get character development, you don't get character growth. They're competing for like $10,000 because hey, here's the thing. That's a good fucking amount of money to win at a reality show for one day's work. That's pretty rad. No disagreements there. But I like to care about. Well, here's a strange thing that I'll say about me, your friend Pat. I want to care about people because I care about people. So I want personal stories. I don't like, if you're like, I'm doing this, if the only thing that they can tell me about you is you got into making knives because you watched someone on YouTube and you figured you could also do that, like, then you don't have a story and I'm not interested. If you're like, hey, I joined the military and I go to training camp in 2 weeks and I'm psyched that I get to do this because I don't know when I'm going to make another knife again. I'm more interested in that shit. If you're like, I used to make hooves for horses and did that professionally and competitively, but horses step in manure, and that's why I switched to making knives. Great. I'm sad that I will never hear from that person again because they're only going to be on one episode. Because that man was interesting and I wanted to know more about him, but I didn't get to. You know who you actually get to learn about? They have the same judges for every episode, which I think is cool. And they have the same host for every episode, of course. Now, the problem is that the host for Forged in Fire sucks. That dude sucks. I hate looking at him. I hate hearing him talk. I hate how he is definitely not knowledgeable in the subject, but also acts like he's an expert. And he's just like, he's just like, oh, I'm feeling it. And he's just like, oh, I don't want to see that anymore. And it's like, no, dude, you don't know what's going on here. And if you do, Zeno Gears, we're talking about it's on Netflix, Forged in Fire. The host of that show, whose name I don't remember, um, uh, if he is knowledgeable in the field, uh, yeah. So Zeno, I mean, to each his own. I don't particularly like Will. Um, yeah, I mean, I've watched like a bunch of random episodes. I don't particularly enjoy Will. I'm sure that I will like the new host even less. Uh, I do like that sometimes Will says a bunch of nonsense that they wrote for him, and he says it very well about like the gods smiling on them and stuff, and then no one blinks at all. Like everyone just says like this dude just talked about Mount Olympus for like a minute, and we're all just going to stone face him, and I appreciate that. Uh, Look, do I like the judge that is the historical weapons creator that also has a terrible mustache that he takes serious pride in? I very much enjoy. I enjoy the man that I bet is into steampunk. I have no proof to that, but one of those judges is definitely fucking into steampunk and still into steampunk, and I can appreciate that man. Um, it's not a terrible mustache. It's a great mustache, but it's like a, what are we doing? What are we doing here? It's an accent mustache. It's a sorry, not an accent. It's a statement mustache. Will actually knew quite a bit about smithing, but he wants even more knowledgeable about the craft. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just rubbed me the wrong way, but whatever. I mean, I'm also probably going into it with not the format doesn't work for me. The building does. The format doesn't as much. I will also say that I watched 4 episodes, which there are a lot of episodes. So I'm not getting the biggest, I didn't drill down to it, right? Of the 4 episodes I watched, there was one contestant who was not a young or late middle aged white dude. There was one guy, the guy that was going into the military, was a person of color, and everyone else was just a different flavor of 2 different white guys. You've got your 20 something like sword nerd or like knife nerd, and then you've got your grizzled veteran like curmudgeon, and those are your 2 flavor of white, like different kinds of nerds. Now sometimes your 20 something like knife nerd is like also like a hippie surfer dude, and sometimes it's just like a guy that you also bet has strong opinions about craft beers. Um, and it's yeah, it is what it is. Uh, Fortune Fire has a bit of unfortunate sub game of finding the white supremacists. Yeah, yeah. The curmudgeon older white man also like has that vibe of like, how much camo do you own, my friend? As I said, my favorite of all of the men that I saw on there was the guy that also had done competitive horseshoe like crafting, and I was like, okay, there's something about this old white man that I'm not against. Hey Harold, you have a good one. Also, Caesar, horse farers are no joke. Yeah, that person seemed like they knew what was going on. There are other people within the 4 episodes I watched, which I said may not be a full, a good sample. There were some of them that were like, "Oh, I do all this stuff by hand," and then they were like, "Actually, I need to use this machine right now," and I was like, "Okay, I appreciate that the competition uh, means that you're going to be like chill, or you're going to be like, like, maybe I won't do all this by hand because I don't have a lot of time to do this." Um, let's see. There aren't many non-white people on the show. I'm even more surprised there are women on the show, to be honest. Yeah. Uh, in my 4 episodes, as I said, there are a lot of episodes, so I did not see a single lady. Um, there were definitely more women in the 2 seasons of Blown Away that I watched. Of course, that show is a long-term competition where there's a bunch of people and they lose. They drop people over the course of it. Uh, so, uh, but yeah, that show definitely had more women, uh, which was nice to see. Um, yeah. So look, I'll probably watch another reality show because I do like competition shows. I think I'm more interested in the long, we're all here together, people go over the course of it than I am the like the chopped or uh, yeah, as in this case, Fortune Fire, like one and done situation. I think I'm less interested in the one and dones, just for me, because like I said, I want to get to know these people. I want to root for them. I want to see. I want to see growth, and I want to see like risks. I want to see the contradictions of the previous week. We told you to take risks. Hey, you took a big risk here and it didn't work out, so you're gone. Like you as an audience member being like, why did you fucking tell them to do that shit? And you don't get that when it's like, okay, well, you didn't you didn't use the elements in the way we told you to, so you're automatically disqualified. Go home. And you're like, oh, okay, see that? Never think about that guy again. Honestly, I like Fortune Fire more than the craft than the people. Oh yeah, and the craft is cool. That I mean that hey, they're taking some metal and using some tools and fire to shape that metal into a sword, and then they're or a knife, and then they're gonna shave it down and make it all sharp, and then try to cut bamboo rope with it. And it's just like, okay, that shit rules. Like I like that. But when it comes to reality shows, I often do care about the people. Um, that is generally what I'm interested in. I'm interested in seeing, personal stories. I like them. Let's see. If there's anything else about this that I didn't say. Fortunately, I wrote some notes down. Oh, in season 2, there's an episode with a dude that is the younger brother of somebody that I know. I was about to say a friend of mine. Good evening, Dirty. But there was a guy, and he's from like Connecticut, and I looked at him for a real long time, and then I went on Facebook and realized, yeah, that dude is the younger brother of someone that I knew in the theater scene, the high school theater scene. We didn't go to the same school, but we ran in similar circles. And I was like, oh, that's fun. He did okay in the show. Uh, uh, you get a lot more into people in the final contest, and they have a week, and then sometimes they burn their shop house down. Yeah, okay. Well, I haven't seen that part, but I have seen the part where you do get more from them as it goes. I didn't see fallout like that, which is bonkers. That's some bonkers shit right there. Okay, so this is gonna go like this. Gonna go like this. Like that. We were talking about conventions earlier, and I do have a convention, so this weekend, and um that's a lot to think about. I feel very. Oh, did I do this wrong? No, I did this right. Okay, I think I did this right. We'll find out if I did this correctly, but I think I did. I'm feeling really weird about going to a convention. I'll be honest with you. Um, I think there was a fur con in Midwest last weekend. Yeah, John, I saw some photos from a couple people, including Sonic Fox was at a furry con. Yeah, I believe there have been a couple furry cons this year. They're kind of like coming back into it. And of course, I had a bunch of friends at Anime NYC this previous weekend, and that made me feel uh, like sad that I wasn't there or a weekend before. There was San Diego Comic Con special edition. I had a few friends at that, which is cool that they went and did that. So yeah, starting to hear from a few people that are going to some cons. There was a few people that came out of Anime NYC with COVID, which is obviously scary. But they weren't sure if it was if it was being at the convention or being in New York. This was somebody from outside New York. Uh, but uh, I will certainly keep my eyes peeled for reports um, coming out of the convention if indeed there are issues. Um, and I'll get tested if I need to get tested. But I am vaxxed up, and I am including booster. and I will be wearing. I will be double masking this whole weekend. And of course, I have I have hand sanitizer with me and washing my hands. Places. I believe I will be doing the finger point, like the double, like, hey, what's up? Finger points. I think I'm going to be doing finger guns without the gun part, the non-triggered uh, guns, and then elbows if we got an elbow. And there's like a friend that I'll hug because I have not seen her in a very long time because she had taken a break from cons before all this. So I will most likely give her a hug, but that is a select individual. Dirty says my copy of Shin Megami Tensei 5 finally showed up today, but not before making 3 more connections in Shreveport, Lexana, or Lenexa, and Fort Worth again. Yeah, that got to see Texas. Damn. That copy of that game traveled. That copy of the game traveled more than I have this year. So that's pretty remarkable. I'm glad it made it to you though. I'm glad you actually got the game. That's good. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy that hard ass game. Speaking of games, and Louisiana. That's right. It also went into Louisiana. That's right. I forgot. It traveled out of state and back, which it definitely should not have done. Gaming. Let's see. I mean, I'm just fucking playing Halo. I got a 4-person crew, and we got into some Capture the Flags and some Oddball and some bunch of stuff. I still don't like Oddball. I'm still having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. My crew is a small little crew. They are annoyed I'm going away this weekend because we were going to try to play, but that ain't happening because I will not be available to play. But yeah, I'm having an absolute ball. It is so fun. I've never been good as a sniper. I'm really good. I'm good in vehicles. I'm still very good in vehicles and using vehicles in unexpected ways, and I am getting better at like defense of the flag and capture the flag. I'm getting my legs back in again with like well placed, overpowered weapons coming around corners. Trying to like, oh, we killed somebody with the stand here till the flag comes back, so I'm gonna stand in the circle and then keep my eye over here and all that. And I'm having a good time. It's been fun to squad up, and like I said, I'm doing okay. Let's see. Just let me fly the wasp every game, and I'll be happy. Totally. Skewer. I mean, some of the weirder weapons I'm getting like okay at. I mean, honestly, I just want a shotgun. I want an assault rifle. Like say, I'm not good at a distance, so a lot of those weapons. I mean, hey, if I'm shooting a vehicle with the skewer, like I'll make do, or using I don't know, like yeah, most of the time I just want to get behind the vehicle and shoot at the shotgun a bunch, and then maybe try to steal it. Um, Travel out in state and back happens all the time because of stupid distribution centers. Yes, you're right. That does happen sometimes for people, although it is very weird when it would like do it twice. That generally is some kind of screw up. I checked my Guardians progress and I still have 50% of the game to go before I can play Infinity. All right, well, good luck with Guardians. Have fun. And then, yeah, hey, here's the nice thing right now, Dirty. Infinity will be there for you. It feels like this is going to be around for a bit, which is fucking cool. It is cool that this game feels like it has legs. I mean, it's a Halo game, so it's not like a huge surprise, but it is nice that like people seem to be like, even considering the fact that like, I mean, it's fucked in some ways. It's not perfect by any means, uh, but people are like the Halo ass Halo-ness of it is still very good. It is a Halo game, and it is a good Halo game. And you're like, okay, well, I wish that some of these things were better than they are, but still having a good time with it. Like the progression isn't good, and they're like looking at it, and I think there's like some playlists that I would like better, and every once in a while I just like my screen just freezes. Apparently the pro tip for that is, if it happens to you, is don't touch anything, don't click on anything, and you might be able to come back, which apparently has worked for some people, but I don't know. But yeah, overall, it's a fucking Halo game, and I've been liking it, and that feels nice. It's nice to like a Halo game. All right, so then this is gonna go on the top here. That, yeah. This is gonna go. That'll go in there. Yeah, that'll fit. Okay, making sure. But yeah, I mean, that's what I've been playing the most of. I am slowly making my way through the latest update of Power Wash Simulator. I have not played with another person yet, but I'm just kind of playing around, and I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying it. All right, so I need E1, E2, E2, and 29. Almost done with these arms. I started Guardians today and was kind of surprised. I'm not much farther than you. Just did mission 9. Laura Cratchit says the monster truck this is in Power Simulator is fun, especially since you have to get under it. Ooh, yeah. That is, you know what? I will agree with you. That is fun. But yeah, I'm excited to check out more of that. I don't know if that's going to win the poll for what I do a week from this Wednesday, because I haven't sent that poll out yet. But that will be the next. That'll be on the list of things that I can play on that night for my patrons, where my $3, $5, and $10 patrons get to vote on what I do in the stream. Wait, where's E? Okay. Here it is. Tiny little piece here. I almost put these in the trash, but I put them aside. Didn't realize I had a tiny little piece to put in here. Wonder what the people are going to look at. Yeah, I've seen some photos, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know how the multiplayer is gonna work. It's gonna be weird. Here. I don't know if Power Wash Simulator needed co-op. I don't think it did. It feels like a weird thing to invest effort and time into. Like, maybe they were like, I speak for myself, obviously. Maybe there were people who were clamoring for it. Maybe it was like the #1 requested thing. For me, it's just like, I just want more fun levels. Like, I don't need you to. I don't need that at all. There's no part of that. Do I need that nonsense? I just want, like, I want to play the game. Like, work on the levels, work on like crafting more fun things for people to do. I don't need. Yeah, I just don't think I need that nonsense. But whatever. Make some hands, a head, maybe a body and feet. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a thing like you're wearing like a wetsuit. The new Pro washer is very expensive. Yeah, I don't know if I have the money to upgrade my gear, which actually will be nice because right now, like, nothing is difficult to wash. So it'll probably be nice, to run some stuff that really needs that Pro gear. But we'll see. I had to finish the second job to be able to afford it. Yeah, I don't know how much money I've saved up. Like, I didn't spend just about anything in the last update, so I should have some money. I don't know. I have to look at it. Haven't really looked into it. Like, I played a little bit of the first level, and that was about it. Just kind of made sure it was updated and loaded it, because I'll want to, like, unlock everything, or a lot of it. But who knows? We'll see how I fucking do, right? Okay. We are now almost body complete on here. So we're going to build the hands, but really, this is an odd thing. We're going to build the hands, but then you have to disassemble the hands to put the swords in. So we're going to build the hands, but we won't finish the hand. We'll, like, get the pieces together, but we won't worry about, like, fully assembling the hands until we put on oh, I should actually, before I put this on, we should panel line it before we actually put on the swords. We do the swords, which is the last step. The weapons for this are just swords, but they look rad. So I don't know why I'm saying they're just swords. We get to build 2 cool swords, so that's fun. We'll panel line this quick, and then clean it up, and then all this a build, and then we'll build a cool supercar. The Senna, yeah, McLaren Senna, a fast ass looking car. I believe the cool thing about that Lego set that we'll be working on is it's got a wind tunnel like machine, like accessory, which is like a very fun idea. It's a very fun accessory for a model kit, or for a Lego set, I should say. So that would be neat. I think that's like literally the first thing you build. All right, so we'll clean this up and then do the other one. Whoops, that popped off. We don't love that, but we'll get this cleaned up and then put it back on. So yeah, today I prepped for my trip, and usually today was the day that I did laundry and then packed my suitcase. So I'm just like, okay, these are the clothes I'm gonna wear. This is the backup stuff that I need. I got my mats together, you know, and all that, and my bag is ready. And then tomorrow is update everything on my laptop, like go through all that, like just spend the day doing that kind of updates, get it, you know, test everything, test all my equipment, get my iPad mini up and running, because packing so early, I've done it all night before. Yeah, I can't, Lord Grashington, I have to feel like I'm getting ready for my trip. So clothes being packed is what I need. Like, there'll be like odds and ends I have to throw in, but also because I'm not currently in the room I usually stay in, I already had some of it done because I had to kind of prep as I went. But yeah, I always like to do that as I go. So I'll be doing, I did all that. But I got to do like, make sure my big Ziploc bag's full of electronic gear. I have all that. Like I said, get my iPad up and running. Make sure that the version of PowerPoint on there has been updated. Make sure that my PowerPoint looks good on my iPad, looks good on my laptop. Get my USB key loaded with the PowerPoint as well, and a PDF. Have a PDF on everything. Yeah, so my technical stuff isn't done, but my clothes are done, which is, yeah, it's just, that's how I roll. I know that I don't need to do all of this nonsense, but I do like doing all of that nonsense. Should we do this with brown? Yeah. Let's do the shoulders. I didn't even think about doing the shoulders until now. Get a little bit on there. I often use black for orange, but I'm using brown for this kind of as a test, because this is like a deeper, almost reddish orange. It's not like a neon orange, which I would probably use black for. So I decided to use brown on this, and I'm liking that decision so far. I think this looks pretty neat. This is the most prominent non-sticker orange, so we can really hit it. There's a couple other pieces that are orange as well, but some of those are stickers, so yeah, that'll look good. But yeah, I'm always a pack early, double check everything, don't forget anything kind of person, and then I'll have my information on the app on my phone for my flight, and then also when I get to the airport, I will and I'll have, checked in if they're let me early, which usually they do. But then I'll also at the airport like print out a ticket, because having a physical ticket, I just like having it in my hand. It's like, oh, I'm getting on the flight. Lastbrook usually makes a list. I hear you. Yeah, yeah. I have a checklist of stuff, and then I'll do all that. Tomorrow also, while I'm doing tech, will be making sure that I have music, having music in on my phone, having some because I have YouTube Premium, so that gives me YouTube Music instead of Google Music, because that's gone. So I have YouTube Music, so want to go and back up some stuff, so and make some local versions of some albums and some playlists. So I have jams to listen to. My flight is an hour and 40 something minutes. So also tomorrow I'll be downloading some quick looks I haven't watched yet, because usually that's very fun on a plane, because it's just like some game that I'm kind of interested in, but also mostly it's just like, I don't know, I'm gonna hear like Jess and Jeff talk about a game. Like, oh, Jan's checked out this game, so I'm going to hear him talk about it. Like, I don't know, that's just fun, and I'll have that on uh, while I like sit on the airplane. My laptop is kind of big, so it's not always great. So sometimes I will put stuff on my iPad, and I might do that for this trip because the flight isn't that long. I'm kind of going to decide tomorrow. So if I do, then I have to have my iPad up and running and then transfer the files through iTunes. And so I'll sometimes use my iPad mini because that's like perfect for a flight. I don't have to like lug out the laptop and all that. I mean, I love my laptop, but it's big and bulky, and so it's not always great for like a shorter flight. But it's good for a longer flight. So kind of like game time decision. I've been rewatching Vinny Avania and seeing the very early B Studios, bringing back memories. Oh yeah, all the incarnations of the Giant Bomb East studio. That I mean, like you could see it, but you don't know how small that studio was. When they had that desk built, it took up most of the room, and it was nice, but it was also like, oh no, I don't know how you do this. Like it was so small and so rough of a space to work out of. They did their very best, and it is remarkable how much stuff got done in that space, all things considered. When they just sat on stools in a dark room with Austin balancing the laptop on his lap. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the early like trying to make things work in there was tough because they went through a different. I mean, they had different spaces. They were promised a space they didn't get, and then they were given a space that didn't work for them, and it was rough. And then they lost some access because they were supposed to be able to go into another room to record podcasts, and then the other room was supposed to be for quick looks, and then it just became all their video and podcasts were in the same room. They did their best. I will say, as a large man, it was occasionally a tight fit when I sat at that table. Uh, Wonder where the Dread poster is now. I feel like posters. I don't remember what Vinny and Alex said about posters. If they kept them or if they're at the space that, because the space that like Red Ventures has in New York for like the CNET folks. I don't know where. I don't know where that stuff ended up. Yeah, I don't know where posters are. All right, so we're gonna do the outside parts of these hands because, like I said, we're not gonna do the inside part because we're still gonna have to connect swords to them anyway. So we'll just do this. Just put that like that. And then we'll do the connectors after we build the swords, which is the next thing we're building. The swords, hooray! But yeah, I very much enjoyed filming some stuff in there, hanging out, being on some things. It was a fun time in that small studio. Um, and just yeah, coming up there and getting a soda. Uh there was like foosball in the like kitchen area and stuff. It was a weird little like fake like nobody went around on like scooters or anything, but there was a like we're not a startup, we're a professional company of young people kind of vibe to some of that office. Not the giant bomb section, but because like their desks were obviously like Dan's desk when he had a desk there was the most like this is ridiculous of any desk I saw. Like who works here kind of a vibe because of course it was Dan because people would send in nonsense to Dan and he would keep it all on his desk. Because why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he keep all the nonsense people said and then the stuff that he had that he was happy to have on his own? I'm sure. But, all right, we're gonna build some swords. Now these swords could be on the side. You could put them attached to the backpack. Both those options are cool, and I like both those options. But we're not going to do either of those options. Oops, I got to put this came off. We're not going to do either of those options. We're doing the only option that actually exists, which is we are putting them in the hands because if you have a model kit with swords, that model kit better be holding them swords. Go for another Dread movie. Oh, I'm going to drink a little water because my throat is a little parched. So we're going to wrap up this and we'll take a pause for the cause after that, and then we'll get into some Lego. But first things first, got to build our blades. Look at these. Look at these. I'm so happy with how these look. Oh, so great. This kit had too many stickers for my liking, but hot damn, this blades look fantastic. Oh, love this clear, like different kind of orange here. Really nice. I tweeted this, and so I'll talk about it a little bit here. Oh, sorry. I got to check this message real quick here. Oh, no, that's fine. So I tweeted this, and so I'll chat a little bit about it. I have not been talking about how I've been dieting and increasing my exercise workload. Talk a little bit about exercising and stuff like that, but not too much. Since the summer, I have lost 20 pounds. I wanted to lose more than that. I wanted to lose 25 pounds before PAX, but I lost 20, and I'm happy with the 20 I lost. As I said, would like to lose more. I am working towards losing more. I say that after the stream, I'm gonna have some blueberry pie and ice cream because my aunt baked a pie because she was like, I want to do some baking while I'm here, and we were like, I mean, you're our guest, but if you want to bake a pie, you can. She baked a pie, and so I'm gonna have some blueberry pie and ice cream, and I'm also going to have some goddamn cheese, at least one cheesesteak this weekend. My goal this weekend is to have 2 cheesesteaks at different places. If I only get one at the market across from the convention center, I will be fine with that because that cheesesteak is good. But the goal is to eat more than one cheesesteak this weekend. And yeah, I know I'm going to eat garbage this whole weekend. I'm going to go to Chinatown and get really good food that is not garbage. It is just not good for me. And I am very much looking forward to eating exceptional food, but also, Gratz, sound like you made great progress. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it, Aristophan. Like I said, I was hoping for 25, but 20 is great. Eat, drink, and be merry. I mean, that's the thing. Like garbage food in Philly, never. I know, right? But like, look, I'm gonna get crab fries. I'm gonna get crab fries, which is they are not French fries that have crab on them. They are French fries covered in Old Bay seasoning, which you also may have heard of crab chips. So it's just French fries covered in Old Bay, and I'm gonna get that because they're very good. And I believe inside the convention center you can get those. You get like chicken tenders and what do you call it? Crab fries. So I'm gonna get that, and it's gonna be great. And you know, that's all. Honestly, that's all there is to it. But yeah, I'm happy. Like I said, would have loved a little more progress than I got on the weight loss, but my clothes are gonna fit better, and that's nice. My knees will creak a little. I have already been creaking less since I dropped some weight. I mean, honestly, this is just like I knew I would gain weight when I got here because I have access to more to food, and I'm eating like larger portions, and I'm home all the time, so I'm snacking all the time. Like I eat 2 meals a day, but also snack 2 times besides that. So yeah, like, you know, it is what it is. I try to exercise and get out and, you know, riding a bike, convert, you know, with the conversion kit, so making the stationary bike, and that's been good. I'm trying to increase the time I'm on a bike in the winter because it's not as sweaty in the garage to do that. So I can get a few more rolls in, or not rolls, but rotations of it. So I'm trying to do that, and then we'll see where I end up with. But I'm happy about it. But I've been, you know, I've just been eating a lot more. I haven't been, look, I don't walk everywhere. I don't walk to work anymore. I used to walk to all my jobs. I would take the subway most of the way, and then, you know, get out a stop early and walk and get my heart rate up that way and sweat through it. I'm not sweating on the subway anymore because it's cold outside. But once you get on the subway, goddamn, why is it so hot right now? I don't have that. So, yeah, like I said, I'm also eating with my folks and having snacks and, you know, all this other stuff. And I'm not saying no to any of those snacks. In fact, I'm requesting some of them. But then it does that adds up, and then the pounds come on. I honestly ended up losing weight since the pandemic. Constantly stressed and not being surrounded by food in the office added up. John, I hear you. So in my case, like, uh, I'm just like, because somebody else is doing the shopping, there's always more food. And it's not like I wouldn't buy enough groceries, but I was being pretty particular about what I bought because I was spending my own money on it, only my own money on it. And, you know, I I just had better control over my meals and all that because I was alone. And now I am with with my family, and like we're going out to lunch tomorrow, and I don't know where we're gonna end up, but I might end up with like something healthy, or I might end up with something like great that tastes, wonderful. But also I'm gonna try to get McRib this weekend because I just want a McRib. So like if there's a McDonald's that has McRib, I'm gonna get a McRib. Meh, whatever. Got more, weight to lose. But December is, just here's the honest thing. Let's be real about this. December's a terrible month to try to lose weight because there's just great holiday shit and cookies and all kinds of stuff. So like, what are you gonna do? Do your best. Like I'm gonna do my best, and that's the extent of it. Also, I'm gonna say that this kid is done. Hell yeah! Look at this kid. Look at these swords. Look at these swords. Fantastic looking. Lovely blades. Weird rockets that have too many stickers. The legs have too many stickers. I like this kit very much, but I do wish that it was more color accurate. Premium doesn't mean that it's like, the top tier. It means that it's a kit that they made a certain number of and sold only certain ways. So it's not like gonna always be incredible. But this kit does look rad, so I was happy with that. Just gonna break these up a little bit, put them in the recycling. Great. And I'm going to take a photo of this kit, and then we're going to move on to a pause for the cause, and then we'll move on to some Lego. That's right, it's Lego time. I'm excited for that. That's coming up after the pause for the cause, after I take this photo. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Great timing. So this took an hour to finish up, which is great. And then we'll get like our Lego like sorted and maybe a few steps in, but we'll finish it on Wednesday. I think Wednesday will just be all Lego and maybe starting the next build. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a poll for my patrons tomorrow about what I build after the Lego. My $10 patrons get to vote on that. So we'll do this. I'm gonna take 2 photos because why not? Why wouldn't I take 2 cool photos? Let's get like a side view so you can really see the swords. How rad this is. Premium bugs me because of the fact that it's just specialty kits, which are no different than their standard releases. Yeah, I mean, like, there are sometimes, not all the time, sometimes there are differences in the stickers, and there are sometimes special additions to it, but they're not, like, always wholly unique. And like I said, this kit, because the sticker, to make some of the difference, right? And I understand that, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, and that looks cool. That's going to be a good photo. Anyway, this is a fun kit. I mean, I just love the style of it. And also, like, I don't love having to pre-order kits, but there are only so many kits coming out. Hey, Sin. Many kits get weird variants and other plastic is almost worse than the metallic or clear. Yeah, sometimes the variant plastics, like these special plastics, are, or the kits that have special components, because they only made so many of them, like the plastic ends up being kind of like weird and wonky. So your mileage may vary, but this just looked rad, and it was up for pre-order and not too expensive. And like, I'm already spending $30 for high grades that are just things you can find in Target. I might as well spend 30 and shipping to get something that looks fucking cool as hell. So that's that. So we're gonna move on to our Lego in a second. I gotta do that, and then I gotta update a thing. Hold on 1 second. Let me update this thing here. Choosing that. I gotta update my Stream Deck so that my cool shit works in Stream Deck. So that way it goes to the right scene. I gotta change it so it goes, instead of the Efreet, it goes to the McLaren. Great, we did that. So now I can dramatically do that, and it will go to the right thing, which is what we'll want. Yeah, get something cool as hell. I was surprised to see a God Super Saiyan Goku at my Target. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, who knows? With like Target's been weird. Oh, Lord Crashing wants to hear some ska. Let's hear some ska. All right. So, thank you for using your channel points for ska. Okay. Now's the part of the stream. If you're new, hi. This is Pat Bear's the Build With Baer Workshop, and I'm happy you're here. And this is the part of the show where I talk about ways you can support the channel. I will try to keep this as brief as I can, because for many of you, this is like the 100th time you've heard me talk about this stuff, and it rarely changes. So you know, like, suffer through it. I apologize. I will get to it as fast as I can, but it is important for me to talk about ways to support, because this is viewer supported. Obviously, you watching the stream is the most important thing. You being here, you chatting is, I love to see people chat. If you just want to chill out, you have this on like your phone while you're doing other stuff. You got it on one of your monitors while you're playing a video game. You're not going to be in chat. That's fine. Thank you for being here. Having viewers is great. Seeing the number go up, seeing the number be over 10 puts me at such a high percentile. Like, it's that weird thing where it's just like, it is legitimate. Like, we forget, because sometimes you see like big streamers and you're like, well, they have hundreds and thousands of people watching, and you're like, that's ridiculous. But most people get like 5 viewers. So I'm grateful that anyone's watching, and thank you very much for being here. Viewers like you, yes, viewers like us. Being a subscriber is probably like the easiest way to support me, like actually being a huge support. And so if you are a subscriber right now, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego. If you're a tier 2 subscriber, you can throw the Scythe emote in the chat. Let the people know. That's the emotes you get. You don't see ads when you click on the stream, and you get some cool emotes, and I appreciate it. And then, of course, I give you a shout out when you renew, or if you do it. You could gift a sub to somebody. We're at 49 out of 50, sorry, 48 out of 50 subscribers. I would love to hit 50. What happens when we hit 50? I stop trying to get to 50 until we drop down again. If you've been gifted a sub, because we get some gift subbers out there, you can convert that to a regular subscription, and they won't charge you till your gift sub has concluded, which is neat. You can use your Prime gaming token. We got some people that use Prime here, and I appreciate that very much. They have Amazon Prime. They already have Amazon Prime. They use it to buy some stuff, and then they occasionally remember they have Amazon Prime when someone recommends a documentary. Sin just gifted 5 subs, so we could turn that stuff off, and I will hit the old applause. Let's hit the Bear Cave Lego, cite the emote in there, and hit the, there we go. So, Harrison, Jace, welcome. McGuffin Man, great name. Slowbird, always lovely Slowbird. Lowback Go, and Azuna dropped. Oh, Azuna dropped, nice. You all got some gift subs. So thank you very much. Thank you so much, Sin, for doing that. Really appreciate it. That's lovely. And yeah, enjoy your subs, friends. Enjoy your emotes and not seeing ads. And thank you very much, Sin, for that. It's very kind of you. Another way to support what I do, if this isn't your thing, you could join my Patreon. I got a Patreon, patreon.com/PatBear, $1, $3, $5, and $10 tiers. Feel free to jump in there. It's nice there. I've started doing a thing where the day I put videos up, I will be posting for my $1 and $3. My 5 and 10 get videos a day early, but I want my $1 and $3 people to feel like they get more than just me promoting when my streams are live, and then the once a month where my $3 get to vote on a thing I do on a Wednesday. So now, from now on, $1 and $3 folks will get my Monday and Wednesday videos that day when I post it to Twitter. I'll also post there. Small thing, but something I can do. Let's see. I'm going to go through real quick different ways you can support the channel, and then we'll get back into, we'll start a Lego set, which will be fun. Start a supercar. Supercar. Anyway, I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/PatBear. Subscribing is free. Joining is $2. You can join there, and everything I make through YouTube, through Patreon, through Twitch, goes into a fund, and I take money out of that and I buy model kits. I just bought a model kit from that. Where is it? Did I put it on here? I didn't put it on here. Oh no, the Blazing Gundam from Battlogue or whatever. Gundam Break Battlogues. That thing is like the God Gundam, except instead of the burning finger, it has a shining foot. It's got a clear green leg because it does burning kicks or shining kicks. Supercar, indeed. So I just bought that because people support me through Patreon and Twitch, and that's so rad. There's a couple other ways to support the channel. We'll go through this real quick, as I said. Direct donations. That's another way. If monthly isn't your bag, jumping in on that. Sweetie Feeties in a Gundam. Yeah, so instead of like burning fingers, like the shining finger, there's like a super kick basically on a kit. And I think that's very fun. We'll talk more about that anime a little later. Yeah, so yeah, direct donations is another way to support. Promo pics of the ridiculous level of articulation they built into the RG God Gundam coming out, and now I kind of want to get it. I think I'm going to pass on it, but also it is rad. So Lashbrook, I might also get it. I don't know. It looks real good. I don't know. Look, if I have the money in my account, in my fund, when it shows up places, I might do that, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to pre-order. I don't even know if it's available for pre-order. Anyway, I can't talk about this. I got to talk about ways you can support the channel. I got to talk about my Amazon wish list because I got one of those. You may know that. You probably know that. I was going to hold on the eventual RG Master Gundam. Oh, please. Day one, I would get that. Master Gundam looks so rad. That would be great. Anyway, I have an Amazon wish list, and you can buy stuff on that list, and then it'll come to me, and then it'll jump the queue, and I'll build it before I build anything else. That is my promise to you. I've got Lego sets on there. I've got some of these other... I'm just going to call it Battlogue. It's Battlogue or something, but I just call it Gundam Breaker Battlogue, and I'm just going to call it that. I don't care. It's Battlogue, whatever. But I got the inverted Astray Red from that, and the what else I got there? Oh yeah, the ground type. Yeah, I got a few things from that show on the wish list that I would certainly be happy to build. Inexpensive kits, very expensive kits, small kits, big kits, some equipment. You could buy something from that wish list. I would appreciate it. And similarly, you could buy a gift card to USA Gundam Store and then send me the code in a DM or a whisper. That is another way to support me. That is an alternative to Amazon. Is you could do that. And coming in 2022, a Target wish list. I think I can set up a Target wish list where you don't know my address. We'll see, but I think I can do that. It's my parents' address, and you don't get to know that. If you want to support me on Discord, I got a Discord. And it's free to jump in there. It's a nice little community. I post build photos. People post stuff they're working on. It's a nice little fun little place. So you can jump in there. And what else was I going to say? Video links. Hey, I got a new episode of Pat Bear's Anime Club for you to check out. Today's episode of Pat Bear's Anime Club is, because it's brand new as of today. Oh, you're going to love this. It's my award show. That's right. I gave out superlative awards. So you can find out which anime had the best initial D reference. You can find out which anime has the best worst name? What's the worst anime of the year? Various things like that. What's a show that I like but I can't recommend to people? And also, I think there's like 7 categories, and I also have best show not for me, or best show I won't watch. A show that seems great and is probably going to win awards from other things. That's not me, but there's no way I'm going to watch it because I won't be able to handle it. I can't watch shows where I know they've introduced characters so that I will feel worse when they die. Can't do it. I can do it sometimes, but not in this particular case. Um, so yeah, I give some awards to some things, and then the next video will be my top 10 list, and then best of Build with Baer. This is me just reminding everybody to not dunk on people on Twitter because it's not worth it. It just helps them because the algorithm does not care if you are positive or negative. It only cares if you are retweeting and sharing. That's just how it works. That's just how the algorithm works. Okay, so I am going to drink a little water. I am going to start getting some Lego ready to go, and we'll talk. We'll start with some anime talk. Let me hit dramatic. Dramatic. That was your dramatic change, and then we'll go and turn that off because thanks to Sin, we're over 50 subscribers. We're at 53 subscribers. Okay. So over on Gundam Info's YouTube channel, you can watch, if you click the CC button, you'll get subtitles. You can watch Gundam Breaker Battlogue. I'm calling it Battlogue. It's spelled Battlogue. So it should be like it almost wants to be Battle Rogue, but it's not Battle Rogue. It's Battle Log, but there's an UE, and I don't know why there's a UE. Anyway, Gundam Breaker Battlogue is a new Gundam series. There's a toy tie-in, or the model kit tie-in. There's the video game thing. It's a whole cross media, like the RX-782. There's an RX-782 with a American like flag paint job that is in the first episode because it's the U.S. Championships of Gundam Battle. You can buy that kit in that paint job at Target. You can buy that colorway at Target if you want. They want you to do that shit. All right, so we got our brick separator. I'm going to put that over here. And now I'm going to just start doing color separating here. I'm going to just, we're going to null this by color. And of course, find our helmet, put together our racer. But we'll do that first. We do have some decals here. We've got some transfers here. Quite a few. You're going to find that on cars like this. It's just the same as prologue and epilogue. Okay. Lastbrook, I'm going to say, thank you. That does make a lot of sense. It's just they use the GUE and log. Okay, so it's battle log. They could have just called it battle log instead of the way they did it. But okay. I appreciate that, Lastbrook. Anyway, battle log. So we're going to do some color separation here as we get this ready. We're going to null some stuff, and then we will we'll get building on our kit. We'll get some of this supercar put together. But let me tell you about, I only watched 2 episodes, and there are more of them. And the 2 episodes didn't feel like they were super interconnected until the end of the second episode, in which there was not the introduction of by name, but the introduction of the idea of there's somebody here fucking with the Gundam battles. So what are these Gundam battles? What happens here? So players, similar to some other Gundam series like this, players put together Gunpla. They put together their Gunpla, and then they customize it. They make their own versions of it, and then they take those customizations and that kit, and they put it on this machine. And they also plug in their phone, and then like a VR, like a holographic bubble encases them, and then real like joysticks appear out of nowhere. And you get the feeling that they feel like they're in the action, like it's an AR VR combination. And who cares about the technology? It doesn't. It's not real, but it is one of those things where I'm like, I wonder if there's going to be like a long, stilted explanation of what the fuck is happening with this. I feel like we're not going to get that long, stilted explanation about like what the fuck is happening, which is fine. But I do wonder if they might try to like throw one of those in. Anyway, the most important thing about this is uh, there are cool Gundams. My favorite two Gundams in the two episodes that I saw was the Blazing Gundam, as we mentioned, the Blazing Gundam, which we'll look at real quick here again. Which is sorry, that's the big face there. Which, as you can see here, is not fully the God Gundam, but it's a little bit how the Shining Gundam and Rising Gundam are like the sibling Gundams. The idea is that someone like customized this to be like the sibling Gundam for the God Gundam. But it does have like weird like battle sticks, which is strange, and then it's got like a bunch of accessories on its hands, and then it does have the shining foot, kicks real good, which is nonsense. And then the other one that I really like of it is the Live Lance, Heaven, which is Decide Hell but inverted colors, and also has a lance instead of the scythe, which feels like some gunpla, like some like kit bashing, like or paint, like like somebody. That does feel like something someone would do. It'd be like, well, I want to make the heaven version. Sekai Burning is still my favorite Burning God custom. Yes, the Sekai is really great. Let's see. Do I have one of the other? The Barbatorus, that's got the four-legged Barbatorus. That's got to be the main villain's kit, right? That's the evil kit, right? That's got to be the evil kit. I have that coming. And did I put the? Do I have the? Do I have that? I didn't put my list in here because I have the custom the really nice red goof. Yeah, I don't have the goof photo here available. Sorry, but there's the photo of the goof, which is like, bro, I'm so let down by Barbatorus. Oh, I mean, I haven't built it yet, so I don't know. But like, I love the concept of a four-legged Barbatorus. Like, I think that's a neat concept. Like I said, I haven't seen the actual kit yet. That hasn't come in the mail. That has, for whatever reason, USA Gundam Store has mailed me the Live Lance Heaven. It's in the mail, but they have not mailed me out a kit that I like pre-ordered the same day that was supposed to be out like in November. Still have not seen delivery on the Barbatorus. If I had known that these would have been timed exclusive at Target, I probably would have gotten them at Target. Instead, I pre-ordered them from USA Gundam Store, and somewhat regret that. I haven't built it, but I've seen the kit, and it's interesting, but lazy that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, these are high grades, and I think some of the high grades are going to be more interesting than others. Like, this Live Lance is like a 2020 Death Scythe Hell, so we might actually get to Death Scythe Hell. This isn't like the old tooling. This is basically the same as the new wing HGUCs. Or not UCs, but the new high grades. So I really do appreciate that. And I think, like, I'm probably not going to get the strike because I've built a ton of strikes. I've just built so many strikes, and I'm just sick of the strike. And also that one isn't that changed. It's not that different. Some of them I think are more different than others, really, which I appreciate. Anyway, I got to get back to Nolan as I talk about this. So, is there anything else about it? First two episodes didn't seem connected, as I said. The animation, the animation looked pretty good. I'm watching it on YouTube, but like, I'm pretty happy with it. I will watch more of these, I'm sure. So I will be able to give you a more detailed report in the future. I'll probably talk more about them on Wednesday. I'll probably watch a few more episodes. But that was the thing. Like, I knew that they were up, and I was like, oh, I should watch this. I have not made the decision if I am going to watch that live action Build series. Um, I have heard from some people, like it was mentioned in my Discord, but also I've seen in other places that some people were like, it's not enough about Gunpla. It's mostly about people. And I was like, that doesn't surprise me. Like, I don't know. Maybe I will. It will resonate with me. Maybe it won't. But it does not surprise me that that show is in the kids into a thing genre. Is going for the like, yeah, it's about Gunpla, but like it's mostly about friendship. And like, yeah, I think that's fine. I haven't gotten around to it yet since last book. Yeah, I mean, like, if I can watch them easily, I will watch some of them. Like the Gundam Info YouTube channel has some stuff up. Oh, also, if you don't have any other where to watch it and you want to see it on YouTube, you can watch the dub of some of the episodes of G Gundam because they're putting that up like as of this week. They're just putting up episodes of G Gundam up on Gundam Info. The dub, I believe. I don't believe it's it. I don't believe it's the sub. It might be the sub. I didn't click on it. I'm gonna do that right now, real quick, and I mute this and look at it so you don't see it. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna risk that. Never mind. I'm not even gonna risk it. I don't want to get any DMCA or anything like that, so I'm not gonna risk that. But anyway, G Gundam. I just saw that was on there because I went on there to watch Build, or some of the Battlelog stuff, which is a cool idea. That is cool. All right, so we're going to continue Nolan on this. And now I'm going to talk about some manga that I have been reading. So we'll be able to chat about some manga. Two things to talk to you tonight about. The first one is the bad ending of the Otome game, which is a Korean comic. It's a manhwa. And I feel like I haven't talked about manhwa that often. I have a few that I'm going to be checking out. One that I'm reading right now that I'll be talking about soon. Probably on Wednesday. But so this is the somewhat usual. I'm trapped in a video game. I died in some other world and I'm in a video game. In this instance, the main character, or our main character, is eventually considered to be the villainess. She doesn't remember her life in Japan or anything like that. She just knows that, wait, this is a video game. Like, this is a dating game. And she knows, like, the gist of what the game is. So, the thing I'll say, the most striking thing about this is how fucking sad it is. This is a sad story. It's good, but it's sad. It's a drama. Our main character has come to the realization there's nothing she can do. Her friend is dying. Her friend, this is like the prologue of the dating game, right? Is that her friend is this beautiful woman that these three guys were all interested in, and she didn't really want to date them, but they're like, they're madly in love with her, and she dies. And you were her friend. And like they kind of console you and you try to move on when like your best friend in the world, your reason for existing is gone. And in the video game, a mysterious girl, like somebody from like the countryside who looks just like Ophelia shows up, this girl who died. And the three boys kind of pine after her, and the main character in the video game becomes jealous of what happened because she's still hurt and she's mad that they are all these guys are like trying to replace Ophelia with this new girl, and it's not fair for the girl. And she'll because of her jealousy, she leads to act out, and in basically every incarnation of the story, she dies. Our main character, the villainess, and so she's just like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna leave. And these dudes who are like cold to her are like, what do you mean you're leaving? She's like, yeah, I'm not going to stick around. I was brought to this house to be Ophelia's friend. She's gone. Nobody needs to be reminded of me. So she like takes the money that she has and opens a coffee shop. that is like not a great one. She doesn't make necessarily great money, but she doesn't need to make great money. She opens when she wants to, and she's just like, I'm gonna go about my life. And the thing is, she knows all the stories about like what happens in the game, but the change she makes by deciding that she's not going to be there and play the role of the villain. In some other stories like this, you know, you can't escape your destiny, right? Or it's hard to escape your destiny. In this one, it's a fundamental change because all these dudes who are like pining after this perfect woman, they also now miss the villains. They're like, we lost two people. And so she's got to deal with like the fact that she can't, as best she can, like she can rationalize a lot from her knowledge of what it's supposed to be like, but she has a big time trouble dealing with changes like the fact that this is happening. Um, uh, and it's interesting because now no one's looking at her as like the jealous person who, you know, is jealous of this new girl. They're like, no, this is the woman who like is broken because her friend passed away, which is how they should have treated her. So it's interesting. It's a straight up drama, like I said. There's a lot of twists and turns. I like her a lot. I like this girl a lot, and I'm interested in. I'm going to continue to read it. There's quite a few chapters right now, so I think I'm going to dive in and check it all out. All right, so that's all great. So we have now Nold, and we have our racer here, and now we can start doing some Legoing. Let's get some Lego built. Wait, let me find the wrench that is too big. I can't find the wrench, but whatever. If I find the wrench, I'll put the wrench on him. I really need to like focus Nold this down now that I've color separated. I need to like get in there and get everything looking right, but can't do that right now. We're gonna move ahead with the build. We're gonna build a wind tunnel, which is a weird thing for me to say. This black is almost like a dark blue. I really like it. It's a good shade of black. It probably won't show up on, you know, with the overhead lights that way, but that is what's up. Anyway, like I said, I'm digging it. You know, it's pretty interesting. And as I said, this is a straight up drama. This is not like some other stories where like the character, because the character knows that the game, they change the world dramatically. You know, she's not trying to get revenge. She's not trying to win anything. She's just trying to like carve her place out and survive. And I like that a lot. Um, the next thing I will talk to you about is the girl raised by the death god holds the sword of darkness in her arms. There's a few different translations of that name. That's the one I'm going with. But you'll get the gist of it from that. And the gist of it is, so we know about the cute girls doing cute things genre, right? You know, your super cub, your laid back camp, your after school dice club, K-On, you know, whatever. The list goes on and on. Girls being into a thing, and it's cute and fun and light. Not the super cub is light, but you know what I mean. This isn't that. This is cute girl doing violent thing, and it's its own genre. This is the story of a young girl who was raised by the god of death, or a god of death, or some kind of demon, somebody that did not refer to himself as a human, and was probably not a human, and then raised this girl as like an experiment because he wanted to observe and learn stuff. So he like found this child and raised her to be a stone cold killer, which she is. He did a great job raising her as a fucking brutal murderer. But she doesn't really understand like humans and humanity. Anyway, she turns 15. He's gone. Zed is gone. And she's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna like learn. He wants her to go out and learn about humans, and he's probably observing from afar. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. But basically, he sends her off to like learn about the world. And so she, accepts the challenge. And she realizes, like, okay, there's this kingdom. If I go to this kingdom, Zed was here at some point. So I can learn more about Zed if I go to this kingdom and become a knight. And her manner of becoming a knight is, I'm going to go kill a bunch of soldiers from the invading army and then bring their heads to these people because humans like presence of heads is the thing that she has learned. So there's a lot of stuff that she like has learned a concept of, but not like like I don't. There's a bunch of scenes of her like having bread for the first time and learning about stuff and just like figuring out how to like she gets told basically by this guy who like kind of adopts her as her his granddaughter. And it's like, yeah, bread's good, but you know what's better? Cake. And she's just like, I know about cake. And he's like, yeah, I'll get you some cake. She's just like, great, that is a fantastic reward. Thank you very much. Anyway, because she's so good at killing, she climbs the ranks in this army, and there's like a bunch of stuff that goes down where like there's a bunch of fights and big battles that they shouldn't have been able to win, but they did. She's given like a division, and it's fun because like she's very honest with them, but does train them. They're like basically she was given a bunch of people who are greenhorns, and she's just like, oh, you'll all die because you're very weak. And they're like, how about you train us? And so she's like trained them up, and now they're not super strong, but they are at least like knowledgeable of what's going on, and they are aware that they are weak. And she has like a nice assistant who is just, or not, assistant to the troops who is just like trying her best to like make this work out. And throughout it, it's just like, oh, something fucked up's happening because this girl like has like somebody notices like, hey, does your sword have like black mist coming out of it? Like, not everyone sees that, but some people see it. So some people right away are like, what? This girl is like, what's happening here? This girl is too good at being great at murder. So do I like this series? I don't know. Am I going to keep reading it? Like, probably. Like, here's the thing. I do want to know more about Zed. Was he a demon? Was he a human that became a monster from killing? Like, what's up with that? What's going on? What's up with that? What's happening with that? I would like to know, so I will be investigating more when it comes to this. So I'll keep reading it. It's not like a high priority where I'm like, I gotta know more about this story. But like, I am intrigued, so I will check out more. And then, because I like to keep you up to date, I will give you an update of upcoming things that I am currently checking out or will check out soon. Um, Spirits Paradise and the Idle World. Oh no, sorry. Spirits Paradise and the Idle Another World Life is a thing I'll be checking out. Also, Ori and the Dragon Chain, Heart and the Mind, I'll be checking out. Um, and then I might try. Oh, what's the name of that one? Oh, I gotta look up the name of this one. What is the name of that one? Hold on. I have to. Oh, Wednesday Siblings sounds like something I might want to check out. Wednesday Siblings is like a step brother and sister who have like an age gap, and to make them feel like more of a family, they spend like because she doesn't live at home. He comes over to her house on Wednesdays and spends the night, and so it's them like becoming friends and maybe trying to feel like family. It sounds like I don't know. I'm gonna check that out. That sounds cute. Um, we're not. Oh, I thought we were done with this, but we got more pieces to put on here of our wind chamber. Ooh, wind chamber here. Ooh. But that is the manga I have been reading. And so now I would like to hear from you, my friends. What are y'all reading? What you checking out? What's going on? What you got? Are you reading anything? You watching anything? You playing anything? Let me know. As I said, I'm still playing a shitload of Halo and really liking Halo. But I would like to hear from all of you about what you're doing out there on the internet. What are you checking out? This is now your time to shine. As I finish this wind tunnel and then get some of this car started. Um, you caught up on Space Brothers. Oh, nice, Ghost. Also, hi, Ghost. Welcome. Um, that's cool. I have a lot of stuff that I want to try or get caught up on. Um, yeah, I've got a few series that I would like to do, and like I said, I want to watch more of Battle Log, and there's a few other, like I don't know. I like to check that Gundam series out. I'm up to date on Comey Can't Communicate. That continues to be some of that stuff is cute. Here's another series that I'm watching, but I haven't done like a review of like here's what's going on. But I'll probably talk about it when the season's over. Um, my senpai is annoying is pretty okay. I don't love it. Here's the thing. I actually like the minor characters more than I like the two main characters. The dynamic of the like giant kind of gregarious but like a good dude senpai and the kohai who is like real short and kind of immature but wants to be mature. Um their dynamic is fine. It's the like good quiet dude that is like maybe could end up being a creep but isn't a creep. He's just very aware. And the like kind of outgoing sweet girl, their coworkers who are like definitely interested in one another. I think those characters are way more interesting. I like them a lot more. Um, but that is, it is what it is. I think that show is fine. I don't think it's good. I don't think I'm gonna like get into the manga of that, but like, it is what it is. Um, let's see. I still haven't watched the new episode of Faraway Paladin. I can't believe I'm so behind on Faraway Paladin. I gotta get back into that. Gotta get caught up on that. Um, I'll probably end up watching that like in downtime this weekend, and then watch the new episode, and then talk about both on Monday, next Monday. That's my guess. Because I think that'll be good. I'll definitely try on Wednesday to watch the next episode of uh banished from the hero's party because it's now past the point the manga is at. So like I don't know what's about to happen. Like half of the last episode it was stuff that I haven't seen in the manga. So I'm just like, damn, all right. Let's find out what's going on here. What happens when Rudy meets Red, aka Gideon? What's up? Um, Lord Crashing says, watching Vinny Vania for the third Castlevania, where they say confidently that they're close to being done on episode 4, and I know there are 7 total. Hey, that is fun. That is you. Yeah, future stuff that they don't know at the time. That is fun. Um, and then Lastbrook says, I finished up Gurren Lagann and got way more emotional during the whole final battle than I was expecting. I mean, it resonates like that shit. That Gurren Lagann is the most that company gets to be like fucking shonen. Like, ooh, whoa, 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 dropping frames. Sorry about that, everybody. Those that are watching the regular old stream, no problems there. But yeah, we just dropped some frames, so I'm sorry about that. That's rude of me. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think that company like has some high highs and some low lows, and Gurren Lagann is like, it still has the girl with no clothes, and the big gun, and you're like, all right, but it also has like a lot of goddamn heart to it. It does have an emotional center, and I do appreciate it. I think we're on the last few Ava episodes. There you go, John. So I'm still playing Tokyo Mirage Session, and Shibigami Tensei 5 slowly, and then on the last few Ava. Well, good luck to you on that. Yeah, I like hearing from you friends when what you're playing and what you're up to. Sometimes it ends up being something that I'm like, fucking check that out. And sometimes it's stuff that I was like, I know I'm not gonna play Shin Megami Tensei 5. Uh, I know that I'm a Persona person and I'm not a Shin Megami Tensei person. I'm not a Devil Summoner person. I am a Persona person, and that's fucking okay. I know me, and I get me. Like I am more interested in dancing all night or, you know, solving a mystery and saving the world than I am, you know, in stealing hearts than I am, uh, saving the world in a different way, in a long, slow, uh, grinding sort of way. I want those dancing games on Switch. Ooh, yeah, that would be good. Oh God, saxophone solos. Ooh, good, such good solos. Bass solo, like the solos at the end of Dancing All Night. Oh, so classic, so great. All right, put that there. As always, folks, I'm doing this, and if I mess up, it's easy to fix because I have the brick separator, so I can always fix my mistakes. Brick separator, it's fantastic for that. But everything else is just like, okay, just building this, put it together. Uh, mess up, I mess up. This build should be pretty quick. I definitely feel like we'll finish this on Wednesday, because this kit is only 219 pieces, and it does have some decals, so it might be the full stream on Wednesday. We might not start the next thing, and we might even not actually finish it until the following Monday. But my thinking is that we'll probably finish this up on during the stream on Wednesday. So I will do another poll for my $10 patrons, which is always nice when we do those, and see what they want me to build next. So I will have a poll up tomorrow for them. Yeah, and I think that'll be good because then I'll get to know what they're thinking, what they'd like to see. I have a bunch of options. I'm only gonna put like 4 things up there, and then like let them pick from the 4 kits. And right now, everything I have to build is, I have like 7 or 8 high grades here in person. And like I said, I have at least I have one in the mail that I know is supposedly it a I don't know if it even got to the carrier yet. It's still in Florida, but like the Live Lance is supposedly on its way. There was a shipping label that was created. When I get that, who knows? Hopefully, it'll be here by the time I get back to South Carolina from Philly, but I don't know. But I have a bunch of that, and I have one little kit that is different. I have one thing that is different from the others. And I don't want to spoil it in case that gets picked. It's a very fast kit. It'll be a very fast build. It was like $8. It's a little quick little build, but it's a series I've never built anything from, and I think it'll be fun to do. But it will be very quick. It's more similar to like the Dragon Ball or the when we did all those Chopper kits for One Piece. Like it's that kind of style of like small build, but I think it'll be kind of fun. But it is a series. I have never said the name of this series aloud on the stream, to my knowledge. So that might win the poll, but that'll be a very fast build. It is not a 30-minute mission kit. It is a model kit for a video game franchise, and that is legitimately all I will say. Because I want to see if my $10 patrons want me to build that next, or if they want me to build something else. And I'll build what they want. I will build what they want. All right, we're gonna do 2 more steps here. We're gonna finish this page, and then we will call it a stream. So let's get this together, and then we will continue this on Wednesday. Reminder: my next stream's on Wednesday. No gaming. It'll be a model kit building stream, so that I can at least give you 2 building. I want to give you two build streams this week. So I can't give you more than that, but I can give you that. I can't give you 3. I can give you 2. And there we go. All right, so we got some progress done on this. Got the fan here, and we will continue this. I'm not even going to take a photo because we're nowhere near. Oh, I'll take a photo. I'll get an angle on here. That makes me remember, I think I made a Metal Gear kit at some point, but I doubt Dan would have had the patience or, oh no, yeah, no, those kits are very difficult. Those, because it's those Metal Gear kits are apparently a pain in the ass to build, and also they're hard to find, so they are very expensive. I mean, he did build some kits. Like I would say, if Dan ever wanted to build Dragon Ball stuff again, his audience would love it, and he seemed to have a good time doing it. I think he could handle it. I would say, yeah, the figurized kits. That he would he would have a good time doing that again, especially like the vehicles. Like if you wanted to build Bulma's motorcycle, like that's a fucking fun build. Anyway, can't talk about that because we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go find someone cool to go hang out with tonight because that is how we end every stream here, as you are well aware. So we're gonna go find somebody to go spend a little time with here. Let's go see who is doing stuff. Why can't I? That's what we want. No, no, I don't want that. I want this. Great. Found what I need. Who's doing stuff right now that we can go hang out with? I don't. Loading Ready Run's playing Halo, but I don't know how long they're going to play. They're probably going to wrap up. Uh, Xander's playing Unsighted, so let's go give Xandra a raid. The always lovely Xandra playing with Silver Changeling, so that's good. So we'll go hang out with Xandra, who is always a hoot. So feel free to come along on this raid. I hope you have, I got to set that raid up, but I hope you have a great rest of your night. I hope you come along on this raid because Xandra rules, and you'll love her. I'm just waiting for my ads to finish here. But yeah, feel free to come along on this raid again. Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be model kit building, and I hope you'll come hang out with me for that. But we're going to go raid Xandra, who, as always, rules. And live in person with her girl. And I'll see you in the next stream, so come along. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.